you two came to see the NCP, the All Black Express. Survey says one more for the good guys. Let's get into it. Got some more releases that I haven't talked about yet, and some I didn't even know about. I'm like, yo, what the fuck is this? We gotta start out with the biggest one being Wesley. Alright, a damn shame. He was in XT for years, had a great North American Championship run, and they just flat out said, hey Wes, we have no plans for you on the main roster. Alright, not to mention, as soon as Javon Evans came on the scene, Wesley was done. Right? And then you turn Wesley heel, alright, and then you fed him to Zachary Wentz, and then this heel turn went nowhere. Alright, I feel bad for Wesley. I really do. Alright, talented, can go in the ring, you know, has potential. You know, he could have been maybe at best an intercontinental champion on the main roster, or a United States champion. You could call it Carmelo Hayes, but you can't call up Wesley. And then, you know what's also crazy? That Javon Evans made the SmackDown faster than Wesley. Like, you can't make this shit up, man. I'm not surprised. In this company, they can't push too many blacks. Alright? And I say that because you know it's true. Alright? They have a quota. Alright? They're like, they can't have too many getting pushed at once. You know what I mean? Like, oh, we got Javon, we can't have Javon and Wesley. Like, nah, we can't do that. Alright? That's how they operate. So, I feel bad for Wesley. He's going to be good wherever he decides to go if he still continues to wrestle. You know what I mean? But he's going to be alright. But at the end of the day, they did him dirty. They didn't even give him a chance. And that's the saddest thing about it. But what do I know? Next up, Lance Anoa'i, or Anoa'i, however you say it. You know, the Samoan dynasty that Rikishi likes to boast about. I didn't even know he was signed. The V100, I didn't even know that. Alright, but apparently he got injured. You know, there was a couple setbacks, and then now he got released. So, hey man, sorry. You know, shit happens, man. He bounces back, you know, wherever he decides to do, you know, and best of luck to him in his future endeavors. Stevie Turner. This one was crazy. Like, yo, I was just watching her down there at Evolve Succession chopping up with Big Jock. You know what I mean? And now, come to find out, she's been released? That's crazy. I'm like, and she's one of the mouthpieces for Ava Rain's non-charismatic ass. You want to talk about no charisma? Ava Rain, that's it. Like, that's your fucking definition of no charisma. Like, at all. Yeah, this one came out of left field. I was not expecting to see her get packed up, but it is what it is. So best of luck to Stevie and her future endeavors, where she goes back to Europe to wrestle over there or somewhere, maybe AEW. I don't know. But best of luck to her. Kylie Ray. Alright, now I heard she just got pregnant, if I'm not mistaken, and they released her anyway. You know, like, I don't know. I mean, I like Kylie Ray, always have, but it is what it is. You know what I mean? Like, what more can I say? Like, I don't know. Like, it's always something. Always something going on with Kylie. Like, she ain't going back to AEW. That's for damn sure. But maybe she just wants to, you know, if she is indeed pregnant, you know, wants to be a mom for a little bit, and maybe come back to wrestling, you know. But whatever Kylie Ray decides to do, you know, I wish her the best of luck in her future endeavors. Alright, and if she is pregnant, I hope the pregnancy, you know, smooth, you know, no complications, you know, and everything goes well. Alright. Braden BJ Ray. Alright, not surprised here, but apparently this dude was working Kurt the entire time he was down there at LFG, something like that. And I'm like, hey man, clearly, you know, he is somewhat passionate about the business. Alright, so if he's so serious, you know, take the time out, get healed up, right? Work the indies, you know what I mean? You work the GCWs, all that shit, right? Make a name for yourself out there, and maybe WWE will show interest, later on down the line. If he's serious, and if not, then fuck it. You know what I mean? Like, I'll blame him. You know what I mean? Find something else to do. You know what I mean? But whatever BJ decides to do, I wish him the best of luck in his future endeavors. Hayes Jameson. Like, I didn't even get to see her that much to have a full opinion on her. Like, she was another attractive blonde down there and Evolve, and now she's gone. Like, her gimmick was like the party girl, basically. She's like a bartender, you know what I mean? Kind of like that. And then she's gone. just like that. So, hey, best of luck to Hayes in her future endeavors. I don't know if she wants to continue wrestling or not, but whatever it is she decides to do, best of luck. Summer Sorrell, another one that I don't have too much of an opinion on because she was down there in Evolve for like a cup of coffee and now she's gone. You know what I mean? Like another attractive blonde, was in good shape, you know what I mean? Had a nice look to her. But hey man, best of luck to your future endeavors. Like, I really don't have too much to say on this one. Again, if she decides to keep wrestling, I'm sure she'll be fine out there in the indies. If she wants to move on to something else, that's cool too. So I wish her the best of luck. Draco Knox. Not surprised, to be honest. I'm like, when I first seen this dude, because he had the whole blue collar gimmick, right? I'm like, this dude looks like a combination of Eric Rowan and Heath Slater. You get Draco Knox, all right? Now, you can tell this dude is passionate about pro wrestling, right? So I could see this dude out in the GCW, possibly NWA, trying to make a name for himself, you know what I mean? But I'm not surprised, you know what I mean? Like, I don't think he's going to go far in the WWE, and I'm correct. So, Mr. Draco Knox, I wish you, good sir, best of luck in your future endeavors, whether you continue to wrestle or you find something else. Best of luck. Now, this one sucks. Jen Tala, aka Lay Lowell, getting released. She was down there at LFG, and I think she made like a brief appearance on Evolve just to get released. Now, she made an official statement. Apparently, she said, "I've been trying to collect my thoughts and find the right words to address my recent release. Before WWE, I've been a jack of all trades, many hobbies, but I couldn't settle on one thing. I was always missing that flame of passion. With contract in hand, I kept thinking, what if? What if this was what I've been missing? I found my passion, I was all in. I wasn't just fascinated by the physical aspects of pro wrestling. What hooked me was psychology, the emotions that could be expressed by the wrestlers and felt by the audience. So for those questioning my commitment, dedication, I can say it on hand, on my heart, I could not falter. I knew I had weak points in promos, wrestling, so I put 110%, fed myself with knowledge from coaches and me Russia talent became your piece. Call me puzzled, befuddled, flabbergasted, because this makes no damn sense. How the fuck can you get rid of this fine ass woman? Has a great look, has a physical presence to her. You know what I mean? Like, was she good on promos? No. But half the chicks on there, on that fucking roster, are not good at promos. Right? Look at Roxanne Perez. Look at Lyra Valkyria. Look at Candice LeRae. These women are not good on the mic, right? So all you have to do is just give her a manager, have her link up with somebody until she builds up the confidence to, go out there and cut promos on her own. You know what I mean? She doesn't have that much experience doing this shit in the first place. You know what I mean? But they just cut their ties. They said, fuck it, we don't see it in you. Even though Booker, Mickey James, Bubba Ray, and Undertaker all see potential in this young woman, they said, fuck it. So I don't know. I think she is passionate about pro wrestling, so if that's the case, go to the indies, do your thing out there. There's plenty of promotions that will hire her, like she go to WoW, or the Shimmer still thing, I don't know. Go to Japan,
make a name for yourself out there in Marigold, stardom, you be golden. Alright, so whatever Gentala aka Laylor decides to do, I wish her truly the best of luck in her future endeavors. It did you dirty, but moving on to Mr. Jamal Hampton aka Troy Yearwood, an official statement on social media. Today, I have officially been released from the WWE. I never wished to be a pro wrestler growing up, but I'm grateful I got the opportunity to try. I've always been a low-key, out-the-way type of person, but wrestling forced me to grow and step into the center of attention. Thank you to everyone who encouraged me to keep going, believed in me, kept me going, but I didn't believe in myself. This is the end of my wrestling career, leading to the professionals now. Wishing success for everyone at the PC. P.S. My hip has healed and I'm off crutches now. Man. Another guy you want to talk about has the look. That's this man right here. He looks like a pro wrestler. And in the ring, he was good too. You see the potential. I remember he hit that drop kick in that one of his matches. I'm like, okay, he's got it. There is something there. The weakness, I'm not going to sugarcoat it, was his promos. He sucked. I mean, like, straight up, he was not good. Like, at all. Alright, you could tell this dude is an introvert, you know what I mean? But he had to bring out that presence, that charisma, that energy that was needed, that's necessary to cut a good promo. And he didn't have it, you know? And I guess it just said, fuck it, you know? Like, we tried you out, LFG, you know, all the coaches, they saw something in you, but we're done. Like, I don't know, man. And I know there's some conspiracy theories that I guess he was vocal against Hulk Hogan, and how could he not be? You know, as a black man, as the way Hulk Hogan treated blacks, you know, in his eyes, come on, man. Like, come on, man. He no Devon Dudley. You know what I mean? Like, I don't blame him for feeling the way that he does about Hulk Hogan. Right? Again, I don't blame anybody for feeling the way that they do when it comes to Hulk Hogan. Right? That man ruined his own legacy in the eyes of thousands, millions of fans worldwide. You know what I mean? There's some people give him the pass, they overlook it. Not me, and not Troy Yearwood, aka Jamal Hampton. Alright? And it is what it is. So, best of luck to him. You know, he ain't wrestling no more. I don't blame him. Fuck it. You tried it. It ain't for you. I respect it. So, whatever he decides to do, I wish him the best of luck in his future endeavors. You know what I mean? Good luck out. Next up is Zara Zacher. That's how you say her name. I see her down there in Evolve in a few matches. She had an official statement on her social media. She said, as of today, my contract with the WWE ID has expired. I've been taking a step back from wrestling. So grateful for all the people I've met. Everyone who supported me. I don't know if or when I'll be back, but I'm hopeful for the future. To be honest, I'm not surprised. Kind of reminds me of a little bit of Kid and Carter in some ways, and we see how they did her. You know what I mean? If they got rid of Kid and Carter, best believe they'll get rid of Zara Zacher. Alright? So, if she continues to wrestle, you know, later on down the line, or finding something else to do, I wish her the best of luck in her future endeavors. Ashanti the Adonis. This one sucks, I'm not gonna lie to you. Like, I was enjoying this gimmick down there in NXT, the whole Casanova. It's like, girl, you're my best friend. You're my love within. I just want you to know that I will always love you. Ooh, baby. It was hilarious. It was so fucking corny. It works. You know what I mean? At least for me. Like, I like cheesy shit like that, man. I find it entertaining. But, you know, the sad thing is, Carmen Petrovic has done shit since, you know, Ashanti the Adonis got packed up. And I won't be surprised when Carmen Petrovic is on this list too, at some point, because they're not doing shit with her. But getting back to my nigga, Ashanti the Adonis, first off, thank you for your service. Right, I don't think he hears that enough, but he is a veteran, and he has my utmost respect. Thank you, good sir. As far as him wrestling, what's crazy is that BFAP outlasted whose house? AJ Not Styles and Ashanti Theodonis. That's crazy. She's the last member from Hit Row. Hit Row. That's crazy. You know, and they're not doing shit with DSAP either. Honestly, I've just seen him at TNA, maybe like Maple Leaf Wrestling, something like that. If he wants to continue wrestling, if not, I wish him the best of luck in his future endeavors. Great. Idris Anofi. So I'm confused. Is it just Idris or is it Idris and Malik? No, because I haven't seen Malik or Idris in months down there at NXT, but I know for a fact Idris is packed up. He's gone. Right. And again, like both these guys, them and Malik, they're in good shape, but you could tell like they're not going to go anywhere. They're like the same tag team that was with Wesley. I've got their names at the moment. You know, High Rise, that name of the group, right? You're gonna end up like them, or maybe Out the Mud. You know what I mean? They're trying to push them here recently, but it's like they'll push them for a bit, and that's it. You know what I mean? Like, oh, we tried at least, but we're not feeling it. You know, GG's. Apparently, he asked for his release. He was like, man, fuck it. Like, hey, y'all don't want to use me, I'm out. You know what I mean? So, I'm pretty sure he's had to go through the 1 year not compete clause that Andrade is going through right now. But once that's over, he's back on his feet. He could find work out there in these, you know, he'd be straight. So, I wish Idris Anofi best of luck in his future endeavors. Alright? Zeta Steele. This one was also surprising. She too asked for her release. Now, this one was like up there with shocking because I'm like, you look at Zeta Steele, right? She's like the combination of Roxanne Perez and Cora Jade. You combine those two, you get Zeta Steele. You know, and I know CM Punk gave her the cosign. You know what I mean? She was all up, that motherfucker was all up in her DMs. Right? Fine comes to you with the WWE ID program, was doing her thing down there and Evolve. You know, even though she got stuck with the Beverly Hills 91210 crew, you know, the Dawson's Creek, Moody's Point, aka Vanity Project, and I think she probably wanted board. You know, she don't be saddled with these jabronis. So maybe she just said, fuck it. You know, I'm like, this is not what I expected. So I'm out. So whatever Zeta decides to do, you know, like clearly she wants to keep wrestling maybe. So maybe I see her in AEW, TNA, NWA. You know what I mean? But I do wish her the best of luck in her future endeavors. Alright. And I know this release hasn't happened yet, but people will talk about it. Ridge Holland. Right. This release comes in November, so I might as well just knock it out right now while talking about it. Right. The whole thing with Ridge, apparently he was not paid beyond his WWE deal for his TNA bookings that led to his injury. He had signed a 1 year extension in November that was about $200K less than what he had previously been making. Holland is now without guaranteed pay while he heals up for the next 6 months. Oof. Well, shit like this wouldn't have happened if they would have had that union decades ago under Jesse the Body Ventura, but we all snuffed that out. Brother. So, I can't say I'm surprised, no, but hey man, bro, ever since that incident with Big E, Ridge was done. You're washed, it's over. And it sucks, because you look at a dude like Ridge Holland, he reminds me of O'Leary off of Warrior. Now I mean, like, that should have been his character, except for Irish brute, he's a British brute, you know, fighting for his country, like, he's going upside people's heads with a crowbar, ready to throw down at, like, fucking at any point, any time. Like, he should have segments in fucking taverns, speakeasies, getting fucked up, you know what I mean? Like, singing the fucking, the UK's national anthem, shit like that, you know what I mean? But it is what it is. I do feel bad for Ridge Holland because I don't think he's a bad guy. He fucked up. The internet never forgave him. He's a man simply trying to take care of his family, his wife, his kids. So I hope he gets through all these trials and tribulations he's going through right now, sees the light in the tunnel, you know, and wherever it is he decides to do moving forward, I wish him the best of luck in his future endeavors when it gets released in November. All right. And I heard about Santos Escobar. Oh no, I was going to do a separate video, but apparently did get released, and then, you know, he brought him back, you know, and he's like, listen, it's like, because of optics, all right, they got rid of Andrade, so you're like, well, we can't get rid of Andrade and Santos. You gotta have one Mexican, you know what I mean? You can't have both. At least had to have one. So they gave Santos an offer he could refuse, all right, so we'll see. Do I see anything happening with Santos Escobar? No, I don't. Like, they can give fucking apparently Ilya Dragunov a United States title run, but not Santos. like this company, man. But you know who I do feel bad for? Killer Cross. Like, he has to see this shit, be like, really? Really? So you reach out to Santos, but not me. Not Scarlett? Okay, man. Like, how can you not be like, fuck you guys? Fuck you. You know what I mean? Like, why would you want to go back? Clearly they don't like you, they don't value your talent. Fuck them. You know what I mean? Like, straight up, man. Like, all you really do is gather your bearings, move forward, and do the best you can with what you got. But what you got is a beautiful wife, Scarlett. You know, do your thing out there in Hollywood, making movies. You're gonna be alright, Killer Cross. You're gonna be alright. And I do believe that is all the releases. So I want to hear from you guys. How do you guys feel about these releases so far? Do you give a shit about any of these people? Let me know. Alright, I already told you who I cared about. Mostly it would be Wesley, Leigh Laurel, Jamal Hampton, aka Troy Yearwood, Stevie Turner, Ashanti the Adonis. And that's about it. If you made this far in this video, God bless you. I thank you. I thank the people who like, comment, and support the channels here on YouTube and on Rumble. I'm back at 480 apparently. I'm trying to get to 500 so I can make some changes here in the channel, update some things for you guys. You know, I'm trying to get my editing up. You know what I mean? There's so many fucking clips I gotta get, and I'm like, where do I begin? You know what I mean? Like, all the movies, all the shows that I've seen over the years, I gotta accumulate all this goodness, all this, you know, hilarious memes and shit like that. You know what I mean? Like, it's gonna take me a minute to do that, but I'm gonna get there. All right, but right now, wasting of guys' time. So with that said, be safe, be blessed, take care of yourself, protect where yours, a lot more thing, one should drive to frosty, but most importantly, trust in God. God be with you. I'm out of here. And until next time, adios.